Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Leader Class Sixshot with Decepticon Revolver. That's the name of his little Titan Master buddy. So it's kind of a weird situation. I think I actually did get this first, but I just didn't get to it in time. But then I've already done Quick Switch as part of the Velocitron set. So they are the same mold, obviously with a few subtle differences, which we'll be taking a look at. But this guy was part of Wave 3. The Velocitron set kind of came out in between Wave 3 and Wave 4, and that was a Toys R Us exclusive. So yeah, this was the only new leader class figure for Wave 3. I think he was bundled in with more sound waves from Wave 2, which you can see down here on the bottom. Of course, he does have 6 modes, as you probably already know. You have a tank, a jet, what they're calling a submarine, but it's really just the gun mode flipped upside down, a car, a wolf, and of course the robot mode. And then you can see some other Wave 3 stuff going on here. I think Fangry was actually... No, he was Wave 3. I was thinking he's Wave 2. But Wave 3 Titan Masters, Wave 3 Deluxe, Wave 3 Voyager, and then this guy is the Wave 2 leader class because there was no other Wave 3 leader class. It was just Sixshot. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. The window up top. I'm pretty sure the bottom is, boring stuff. So let's go ahead. We'll get him out of the packaging and we'll dive in. Take a closer look. Alright, so here is Sixshot out of the packaging. Real quick, taking a look at the card that he comes with. Very nice artwork there. I like that a lot. Oops, upside down. So as you can see, brain power and weaponry, and even strength. Speed is his least attribute. But cool, nice, durable cardboard, nice to collect. Very fun little cards there. I like those. He also comes with these 2 guns, which are exactly the same as the ones that Quick Switch has. You can peg them together. The Titan Master can stand there, or you can put them in his hands singly. Of course, now it's going to give me trouble. They do peg in, you just have to give them a little bit. Oops. So yeah, I'm not very good at posing figures if you couldn't guess. But there he is with his 2 guns. I'm going to take him out. So I'm going to go through all these forms from memory, and it's been a little bit since my Velocitron set review, so bear with me, but I'm pretty sure I remember how to do all these. Articulation wise, the head of course can swivel from side to side. If you move this wing out of the way, you can see that there's kind of 2 joints. There's one here and there's one here. They're mostly for the transformation, but if you wanted to use that for his shoulders, you could. Obviously there's a swivel there. This piece on the top swivels all the way around. I think it comes in the box like this. I personally like this look, and there's no reason you can't, so that's how I like to display it. You have a swivel right above the elbow, then you have pretty much 90 degrees in the elbow. Fist doesn't really move because it tucks away for the transformation. Not really any waist articulation, but in the hip you have pretty solid joint out to the side. Oops, that's the knee. Front and back. Thigh swivel. Then you have pretty much 90 degrees in the knee. Now it can also go the other way because of the transformation, so you can do some really weird knee kicks. It's a little freaky, but hey, it's more articulation. And then these little feet. I'm not really sure if this is official or not. I kind of like to put the little feet out. So again, it's personal preference. I think it adds a little bit of stability, and I think it's, more pronounced feet. He's got heels in the back. So that's my personal preference. It gets a little crazy where, he'll bend forward because of the double jointed knee. But it is needed for, I think most notably the wolf form uses that. You have these 2 wings here, which you can put up a little bit if you want to get a little bit more motion for the shoulders, or you can put them straight back. Again, your call. My shoulder joints are a little loose, as you can see. Well, there it goes. We'll see how that lasts over time, but I really like the look of them. I love the color scheme, very G1 color scheme. Love the giant wings on the back. The silver looks really good. I don't know why mine's having such trouble standing. I probably just have his weight distributed very strangely, which can happen. Maybe I'll throw his legs a little back like that. Looks a little weird, but distributes the weight a little better. So yeah, unfortunately my my knees are a little loose. I feel like Quick Switch's knees aren't that loose. So, but you can definitely get him to stand. I mean, he's not in danger of just collapsing or anything like that. So, lifting this piece up, I'm going to go ahead and pull the Titan Master out so we can take a look there. Getting him out of this helmet is a little difficult. It was the same with Quick Switch, but you can get it. So taking a look at this head sculpt, very simplistic, but definitely very G1 Sixshot. I love the face mask, very ninja-esque because he was kind of a ninja. It wasn't really played up so much in the American cartoon because we didn't get many episodes with him, but in the Japanese Headmasters, he was kind of described as like a ninja. And if you see, you kind of have like the headband mark here. You even kind of have, this is the Japanese symbol for 6, Roku. And since he has 6 forms, it's appropriate. So I think that's really cool. Transforming him, very, very basic. No paint, really, for the little robot mode. Now, the Takara version of this guy was just announced, and the Headmaster has a ton more paint. But the molding is all there, so you could paint it yourself if you wanted to. So, he looks good, just really no paint. And you can't really say, well, they put all the paint in the face because it's just the red eyes. But he's supposed to have a white face, so it's not wrong. It's just that, seeing as how you didn't really do much paint over here, you thought maybe even just to paint the chest, maybe those little pieces yellow or something. But like I said, all the molding is there. He looks good. So if you wanted to paint it yourself, you certainly could. It's a nice looking Titan Master. Just real quick while I have it, pegging the guns together. 2 little peg holes there. He's got the peg holes in the feet. So you can have him stand in there. And that's how that works. So I'm going to put all these off to the side, and we will get going with our transformations here. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go around the wheel as they're shown on the back of the box. So the first one it shows is the tank mode. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to go through these fairly quickly because the full review is in the Quick Switch video, but I'll still do it in front of you guys so you can see what's up. You're going to pull this open. You can fold the head inside. You can fold up these wings, and they're going to fold into these little slits. And that's nice and tight. Then you're going to come here and rotate these around. Try to remember, you're going to pull these forward for the tank treads. Like I said, I'm just doing this from memory, so bear with me. Fold the fists in. Turn this around to line up. Now, I think you pull these out for the tank mode. Then you're going to just have that down like that. You're going to fold these pieces up, fold in these feet down here. This whole thing is going to rotate up. These feet will not peg together. That's important to note. And then you're going to fold this down. And do these go back? Yeah, these go back. I think these peg in, yes. Okay. So really you're going to, yeah, this actually accordions out, I believe. Why can't I do this right? You just want to bring them, and they're not even on camera, so what am I doing? In any case, you're going to bring these up further. And this is going to act as kind of the tank turret. There we go. And then you can take these guns, peg them on the side. Where is the slit? Here it is. So boom, there's the tank mode. Pretty fun little tank mode. You can lift up the canopy here. Fit the Titan Master inside. I think you put it in like that. kind of rides it like a motorcycle. Not really sure why, but that's how he fits in there. So there you go. There's tank mode. I like it. It's pretty good. You can play with these if you want to get them more even with each other. There you go. But yeah, that's tank mode. Pretty good. It moves around. Obviously, it's on treads. I think the wheels, or I should say the treads have wheels in them, as you can see. But I feel like he swivels around very easily, which I like for a tank. Alright, so next up we'll do the jet mode. Pop the guns off. Pull the Titan Master out. Close that up. You're going to want to bring these down. I believe like that. Put these out to the side. Alright. These go on the inside. Spin that around. The wheels go on the inside. I think you can put the tank treads back to the side. Again, with the tank treads, most of the time, I think the directions officially tell you to leave them, but I like to put them back down so that the wings can peg back in. And again, it's personal preference. If you want to leave the treads up, you can. They just won't be able to peg in. So push these back in, and then I think you put these treads up. I think you put the treads up. Yeah, like that. Flip this around. You're going to peg the feet together. That's right. First, you're going to put them in like this. There we go. These will peg together if I can get it to do it. What's happening? Why do I not have lined up correctly? Something, because they're not working. There we go. Push these in. Bring this piece around. These will rotate up. Is that right? I think that's right. Or do they rotate like this? See, I kind of like that. Oh, you know what? That is right, because then I have it upside down. See, I knew I was doing something wrong. I'm looking at it upside down, guys. What are you doing? You're supposed to tell me these things. Now, I kind of like it more compact like that, but I think the directions have you actually fold these. No, I'm right. They do have it like this. Then you're going to open up the chest plate, and then you can flip these out, and they're going to be your top fins. And then you can put the guns on the ends here, on these tabs. There we go. And there you have the jet mode. Apologize it took so long to get to. I run into this sometimes where these don't stay together as well as you'd like. Just kind of a bummer, but they stay together fairly well. Again, you can put the Titan Master in here. The directions have you do this weird thing where you open this up, pull the head out, and put him in here. But it's way too big, and he just kind of flops around in there, and then you have the head sticking out the back. I think that's a really weird choice, but that's what the directions show. So I just put him down in here. But yeah, there is the jet mode. I like it a lot. Alright, so next up is the submarine mode, and going to that is very easy. You're going to open this back up. You're going to fold the fins back in so that they can slide in where they go. Flip it over. Bring these around. then flip these back around so that they will sit flush. There we go. Just like that. You're going to take the guns off of here. You're going to pull these up straight like that, and then you believe you just rotate these down, or I should say 180 degrees. And then I think it does have you push these back. No, still like this. Every time I do that, I'm wrong, so just leave them like that. The last thing to do is to take these and peg them together. And then you can see there is some tabs here and here. And they're going to peg onto the front right here and here. I promise they will. There we go. Now at this point, if you want to pull these black pieces out underneath, I believe it suggests doing that as well. But it's kind of a pain. I guess I'm going to have to take the gun off. Separate this. There we go. And then put this back on. So, this is the submarine mode. Now, I know what you're thinking. You don't know a lot of submarines that have giant wings out the top. And you'd be correct. Most submarines do not. Now, for classic G1 fans, you may remember another mode that Sixshot had, that if you simply turn this 180 degrees, looks a little bit more like you might remember. And I'm not sure why they're reluctant to call it this, what this looks like. Because it's very obvious that I think that's what it's like a secret mode, or like a, we know what it is, but we want to turn it upside down and call it a submarine. It's his gun mode. I don't know why everyone's afraid to say this. You can even open up the wolf mouth as kind of like a trigger. Or maybe a little bit like that. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know why they're reluctant to call it that. I mean, they make Nerf guns and stuff, so I don't get it. I don't think there's any way anyone would I don't think there's any way anyone would mistake this for a real gun. It didn't really look like a real gun in the original G1 toy. But there you go. There is the submarine mode. Next up, we're going to do the car mode. Very simple. Push these back in. Pull these little parts, the little feet out like that. Then you're going to, let's see if I remember how to do this right. This goes out because this is going to peg in. Yes, this is correct. Okay, so you pull this back out, spin the wheel around like that, and then this is going to come down, and then that big tab is going to peg into the side of his foot, or the purple part that is usually his foot in robot mode. If you can get it to line up correctly. Spin that around. Pull, extend out the arm piece. See, I don't know. I have it. It's really weird where. There we go. Maybe it's not out all the way on this one. No, it is. It's just a little weird, but they do peg in. I promise. And then you can bring this down and fold these, and they can peg in. And that is the car mode. I don't know why that's not standing together. I have something a little wonky with the legs. And that's why everything's kind of giving me trouble. Then you can take these and just kind of place them wherever there's some pegs on the wings. If you want to... Why is this coming apart? This guy's possessed. I swear they peg in here. I don't know why they're giving me such trouble. Maybe I'm supposed to use the other ones. There we go. They peg in this. The other pegs on the underside peg in a little better. Is that what the back of the box shows? It is. So apparently they must be a little bit thicker on these peg holes. So, but yeah, there's the car mode. Where is our little Titan Master? Let me pull him out, because this is kind of my favorite part of the car mode. He just sits in here. And you can have a little buddy too. So I think that's fantastic. It's like a car, 2 seats. It's really fun. But yeah, car mode's decent. Rolls fairly decently. I feel like they just put these little pieces out on the front just so it wouldn't be a complete square brick car mode. So there it is. But I love the fact that they can sit up top there. I think that's really fun. Alright, and last but not least, we have the Wolf mode, which is a pretty cool mode in my opinion. Gonna start out by unhooking the wings here. This whole piece here, you can see the wolf head is going to completely rotate out. Open the mouth. The cool thing is here you can take the Titan Master and he will slide in. How do you drop him in? I think like this. So that way he fills that cavity in the wolf's head and it's a cool little place to store him. I like that a lot. You can extend the wings. They're kind of like that. I'm going to unpeg the hands, bring these down. Now the directions have you bring the treads to the front. Again, really your preference. It's not going to, if you want to leave them on the side, not going to hurt anything. Really not going to make a difference. Bring these forward. Bring these around. I'm going to unpeg. Come on, you. There we go. Bring him around. Then you're going to bring out the little paws. And again, I think they have you push this back in. You could leave it out if you want to, if you like a little bit more posability in that way. I like to put it in just because it makes it seem more uniform. That's just me. So there's the whole kind of front part. Now you have this brick on his butt. You're going to open this up, unpeg these from each other, bring this around, and then this is where those weird joints are going to come into play that I talked about earlier. I guess they really are only for this mode. Do I have to spin this around? How do I hit? No. Like this. I had it right the first time. So you bring these out. And then you just kind of pose it as best you can. You're going to take these, peg them together again, and then they're going to peg on right here, these two little pegs, and that's going to become like a tail. So it's fairly simplistic, but I kind of like it. I like the wings on the back like that. If you want, you can kind of splay them out more. If you want them to have like a jump and the wings, kind of like a Metal Garurumon situation. That's kind of what that reminds me of. So it's up to you how much you want to put them back, splay them out to the side. That's completely up to you. I think it's a pretty fun mode. I like the wolf head. I like the paws in the front. The paws in the back are probably the weakest part, but they're not terrible. You know, they work. They get the job done. I like the gun as the tail. I think that's fun too. Yeah. All in all, I like this mode a lot. If I had to pick my favorite modes from everything, I would say probably tank's good. Car's fun. I like the jet, the wolf, the robot, of course. I guess that's pretty much all of them, isn't it? Yeah, the only one I don't really care for is the submarine / gun mode. It's okay, but I think the rest are pretty solid. I don't really have any complaints about most of them. I think they're pretty decent. Very G1 accurate as well. Did a pretty good job there. But yeah, I like the wolf a lot. He's fun. So I really like Sixshot a lot. I liked Quick Switch a lot. I think they did a great job with the mold. I think all 6 modes are pretty cohesive. The submarine / gun is probably my least favorite, but not that there's anything super wrong with it. I just happen to prefer the other ones. I've always loved Sixshot's color scheme, and that carries through here. Really nice job with that. The purple and the green are very sharp. There's a lot of nice silver throughout for accents. You have some red here. There's some stickers on the wings and here in the chest. And I love the head sculpt. Really, everything about this guy is really great. Only problem, well, now he's going to stay. Sometimes I run into that joint being a little loose. I don't think it's a problem across the board. I think mine's just a little loose, and as you can see, it's working now, so there you go. It wants to make a liar out of me. But in any case, I like this guy a lot. I mean, if you already have quick switch because you got the Velocitron set and you're thinking, I don't need the mold twice, I don't know, you might want to reconsider, because Sixshot's a very iconic Decepticon, and like I said, I don't really have anything to complain about. The head sculpt's great, color scheme's great, paint, stickers, all the modes, a lot of fun. I really enjoy this guy a lot. I was always going to get Sixshot, and then when I got quick switch in the Velocitron set, I was like, I probably prefer this guy over quick switch, again, just because I feel like he's more of an iconic Decepticon, and I like the color scheme a little better. But that's not to say that quick switch is bad. He has a little bit different head sculpt, otherwise he's pretty much the same toy. So I would definitely get at least one version of the mold. Whichever one you prefer, you know, either choice is valid. But I definitely recommend getting at least one version of this toy, because it's a lot of fun. A lot of playability with 6 different modes, and the Titan Master is really cool as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Sixshot, the leader class figure from Transformers Titans Return. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.